Good morning. I just noticed the shadow. That looks a bit weird, but we haven't got a great deal of natural daylight as such from the window. Again, it is a dull morning, so hey, that's okay. It's a beautiful day in whatever way we present to it, it presents to us. It's just gorgeous to be alive. So, I'm going to go across to the cards in a minute, but just a quick little update. Oh, I haven't got many bars oh, no, now it's gone green. Oh, the vagaries of technology, isn't it? Yes, just a little update on Peanut. She's not here with me this morning because when I went to get her stitches out last night and they took the bandage off, and the wound has actually got an infection. So they were cleaning it up first thing this morning. So I'm going to be heading back to Adelaide to pick her up, hopefully, and that she doesn't need further surgery. So I'm hoping that she doesn't need a skin graft, but who knows. So she's in good hands. I'm not as such. Stress, etc. It is a bit worrying. So yeah, um, but we do move through, and we know that we've got all the healing energies happening for her. So that's cool. Now I'm going to switch over to the cards now. Tap into your psychic abilities, your psychic senses, your spiritual connections. I just thought I'd put a little um, my Sylvester there. This is one that is from my dad, and him at Sylvester and Ollie the owl are chatting, even though Sylvester's a bit lazy on it. Here's the cards for this morning. They are ready for us to read. I've only got the owl card and the gilded reveries this morning. So here we are. Focus on the good. What a perfect card to bring forward from the owls this morning. Focus on the good. And it absolutely is a perfect message. Especially since yes, Peanuts is in good hands. So here we go. The Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck expanded edition is the one that I'm using, which I've been using for many years now. So we are here to read the cards. So I'm just going to whiz across to my Be Live and say good morning to those who have popped in. And I have Jennifer as the first one on the list who is on YouTube. So thank you for popping over to YouTube. I hope you've subscribed and liked all those things that we suggest to do when it's a YouTube feed. And we've got, I'm not sure, have I seen you before, Jennifer? If you're new here, this is a daily Lenormand card spread general reading. So it's not the card pulls like sometimes happens. This is a general reading that I go through. Connect to your spiritual guidance as well as you're listening. No link again for my time. You might need to revisit the notifications, or is it? Oh, I don't know about that. Really don't know about that. Yeah, nor the Peanuts card. Yes, the dog card. Isn't it gorgeous? I think the synchronicities in what we get given as our messages for a day is wonderful, because here we have got um, our card spread, 5 card spread as usual. And good morning, Carol. Lovely to see you here. And here we have the first card in that home space is, just move that out a little bit, is the dog in the home space. Absolutely perfect. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. And absolutely perfect to have time in our workspace, because I've been feeling under the crunch. Isn't it perfect to have the anchor as the unexpected and the moon in our role, and we have the key in that central position and the outcome. So many messages that we can gather from these cards this morning. So the dog in the home space, yes, I haven't got Peanuts at home, but she will be today. That's what I'm taking as my positive from Look at the Good. So I'll have her home today, and she'll have cleaned up wound and fresh bandages, and be able to rest and really allow it to recuperate. Possibility of needing to take a little more notice and care. One of the things is, like, it wasn't smelly or anything, not that I could could know. And there's no knowing what started the infection, just the skin pulling away and creating an issue. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, she's in the right hands. It is time to really love unconditionally those around us, and that includes the people in our life, not just our pets. Okay, so it's the symbol of unconditional love that we receive from a dog, and why it's present in our home space. So if there's anything that you're having an issue with, be ready to communicate with your loved ones, to actually have those conversations, to actually be ready to play, not just all serious stuff that we sometimes get loaded with and pulled down with. And, it affects our moods and everything. It's really time to let go and actually bring that unconditional love, no judgment or anything, and bring that playful energy into your day to day in your home space. Be ready to go for that walk, to have the ball to play with, to, do board games together instead of technology and devices. We have lost the art of communication to a large degree. So, really take the message from the dog card in the home space today of connecting, unconditionally loving those who are around us. Okay, and in our home space, of course. Now, good morning to you. Now, you may need to actually, this is showing up as the grey face because you're actually in the card reading group, the private group. There is a link that is to click there in the description that allows you permission to be seen on your on this as I show your name there. So, thank you so much, Jennifer. And yes, I agree. She's got prayers coming, going, and everything. And I do use a Healy device for her as well. So it's lovely. Some of what we have in technology and the skills of the vets are superb. So here we go there from the home space to our workspace. And for me, that is, and I'm really feeling this, the time card. This is one of the like the extra cards in the expanded edition. The Lenormand deck goes up to 36. So as soon as you see 37 onwards, it's extra. So this is allowing us time, making sure, having that message that make time or know that there is enough time. You've got so many different ways and devices in this gorgeous depiction that really is telling us time is in all sorts and ways. And we can use it and shuffle it and do whatever we need to with our time. Each second is just going to hold that one level of energy and doing. So just make sure that if there's something really important, that you prioritize that. Make that the top one on the list. It's really just management and knowing that we have enough time to do everything we need to be doing, because everything does happen perfectly in its right time and space. Okay? And this is where we are focusing on the good again. Okay? There we go, Kerry Ann. It was little old me. Hope you can see me now. Yes. See, that's how easy it is. That in the card reading group, it's just that little bit of permission. Facebook needs it, or Be Live needs it to be able to show it because it's in from the Facebook arena. I think that's how it works. Anyway, can see you now. So from there, we are making time. We've got the time. Do that for the home space as well, because what we've got is the anchor there in our energies today to allow us to put it down wherever we need to set that anchor, to spend time in our workspace or spend time in our home space and sharing with family. And that includes any of those discussions or conversations you're needing, or the doings that are important, the priorities. So, you sometimes do need a steady boat, steady hand for some of what you're doing. I used to do a lot of craft work type of things, and so you needed a steady hand and a good eye for a lot of that. So the anchor does give that, here's this set time to be able to, whilst the anchor is holding, and do that, and then shift it and move it if you feel that your current or tide has drifted, or your boat. So whether it's dragged, those who are boaties know what I'm talking about. So allow that flexibility of where the anchor's going to show up. I mean, it will show up that you're needing to drop your anchor and gain some steadiness for the day at some point in the day. Be aware of it. Have that knowing, oh, I think I'd better just plop the anchor down. You'll feel that energy. And you love your diamond art. I have seen some of that on some friends' Facebook page. That the photos they did. I haven't done that myself. It sounds intriguing and it looks lovely too. So spending some time, those moments where you can drop your anchor and feel that energy of it really creating stability in those moments in your day, because this is the unexpected card, remember? Or it could be your whole day is going to feel like it's well anchored. Who knows what length of time it's going to be in place for? That's the surprise. It's the adventure, isn't it? And here for our role, we have the moon energy. Now, we have just gone past a full moon recently, so we're on that, hang on, full moon waning. So, some of that light may not be as bright, but we are still going to have that nurturing factor of the feminine, because the moon is seen as the feminine energies and the sun is seen as the masculine. So let's bring out that is the feminine today, that more gently nurturing, and realize that we do go through some cycles too. What part of your cycle are you in? And that's not just for females with their menstruation or anything. This is because, remember, the last couple of days we've had the young man there. We're actually finding balance. We're bringing out the two-sidedness of things, but it does feel more feminine for our energies today. So just being gentle. And for me, being gentle on myself, as I'm a little concerned for Peanuts, but hey, that's what life is. So, she's getting better and in the right hands. So that's that realization of knowing and trust in others as well as self. Look, we're all going to be okay and she'll be home. So it's also that, knowing the next time round, if something hasn't worked this time, we can try something else differently. And that cycle may be um, changed in what we're more of what we're actually wanting in either our home or our workspace. So it's having that inner knowing as well, because as you can see, there's the cycles of the moon as astrology. And our natal charts. Here we've got the mechanisms of what the solar system is right below the moon in this symbolism. And it's really, really it's nice to know there's more coming. It's a cycle, it's a ring almost as well. So, and here in the center, and you're in resting mode today, Kerry Ann. Oh, good, good. I do get to catch up with one of my daughters as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. And I think she's just replied to my message, going by that beat. So here we are with the key. We are holding it. So whatever we have as our understandings through our day, we've got the key to unlock that knowing, that understanding, that blossoming and blooming of ourselves in what we're experiencing through our day. We are setting our self, that inner self, free every time we acknowledge that, this key, that, this is my understanding. Yes, I'm unique and it's for me, but it's not just for me, because what we're doing when we're opening that cage is really setting free the energies to be in that universal humanitarianism, the wholeness of who we are, because we're not just an individual on an island. We are within families, we are within community, we are within a country and global. We are humanity as far as just that one in the whole. And sometimes we do forget that. So the doing your self work actually does open up what is the humanitarian, the humanity, the whole energies. And it does come back to being not just an energy or vibration or frequency, it's that soul, who we are in that wholeness of where we're from in source. So all of that energies, it comes back to, so much of connection and quantum physics that we still don't understand. That's a new science. There's so much to really experience in this life here. It's just an adventure. What is going to be next? We've come from horse and cart when my parents were young'uns, kids, riding horse and carts to go to school, and nothing like technology at all. I think there was telephones, electricity, and probably the trains and planes. Planes, just yes, there was. It's that level to what we have now. I mean, what is going to be our future? The mind boggles. But it's all that generation of beingness together that really is the important thing. But we are individuals, and we need to be living our life as me, as you, and as special and unique as each one of us is. I hope you can understand that and use whatever tools you need to with your spiritual connections, your spirit guides. We all have them. We all have angels present with us. We all have other things around and about we just might not know of consciously. Just tap into what you feel you need as you're moving along and living your life. Each and every moment is being present. Um, we're not always that well practiced at it. And that's part of the fun of it, though, like living for those moments where you really get it. That's what I find anyway. So, thank you very much for being here again. And for those who are in replay, thank you, Kerry. And those who are in whatever situation you are in, love and healing energies out to each and every one of you who needs that as well. And we'll see you tomorrow around about 8 o'clock, hopefully on time and the rest. And hopefully Peanuts is beside me tomorrow. So let's see. Um, keep being the best you that you can be. Namaste.